YouTube. It's your boy, Mr. Outliner. Look, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel, make comments, like, do all the above. You know what I'm saying? Just follow your boy. Check this out. Today, I'm going to teach y'all how to do a burst mohawk. Also, going to teach you how to skip guards, right? And, also do a crispy lineup. You know what I'm saying? How to get your lineup straight. So we're going to do all that. We're going to incorporate all those things into it. So the thing about a burst mohawk is your guideline. You want to make your guideline the shape of an ear, or you want to make a half circle, but you want to do it right around the ear. So that's what I did right here. I made it right around the ear, and I'm using the Gamma skin clipper. The skin clipper does exactly what it says. It just gets you close to the skin. That way you don't have to use your trimmers or something like that and dull them out. These are specifically made for that. They don't have a lever, but you can put a guard on it and cut a lot of bulk down with it. So that's the benefits of that. And you do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna make another half circle. So the key to this is making two half circles on both sides, right? Just try to make them as even as possible to make sure your mohawk comes out the same on both sides. So now what we want to do is we're gonna skip. So normally right here, what we want to do, you're gonna use no guard, but we're gonna use it with our lever open, and we're gonna go up half an inch, right? So the normal steps you would do, you probably do no guard, then you'll do a half guard, you'll do a one, you'll do a 1.5, all the way up to a 2. We're not using a 1.5 at all, and we're not using a half guard at all. So right here, I use no guard, and now I'm on the 1 guard, right? We're using the 1 guard this time and going up right above where we created the guideline with no guard. If you following me, right? So let me repeat that for you. We did no guard, lever open, half an inch up. We came back, 1 guard, lever open, half an inch up, right? We going up to the part where we're gonna use the 2 guard. That's the parietal ridge right there where it's starting to curve, right? So we're laying the foundation. You can see how the blend will start to come in, the transition will start, right? But first he told me he wanted 2 on top. I feel like he could have left more hair on top and didn't cut the 2, cut it down with a 2 to give it more of an effect. But hey, a lot of times you don't do what you want to do, you do what the client asks you to do and go from there, right? Regardless of your personal opinion about what they should be doing. So here, I'm just doing the exact same thing that I did on the other side. Once I'm done getting this side prepped, then I'll take my 2 guard, lever open, and I start to cut the hair down, because now that I got everything set up, it's time for me to debulk. Of course, you can debulk in the beginning, or you can debulk now. It really doesn't matter for this type of haircut. It really ain't gonna matter, but for the most part, I like to debulk first if I can. But he told me afterwards, so I just went with it like this. So now we're taking our 2 guard and we just cutting it down. So after we cut the hair down with the 2 guard, then what we want to do is take that same 2 guard and we want to go against the grain, right? Because you see that bulk area where that thick line is, right in that area, we want to try to clean it up. So I kind of want to bring it up some to give it the mohawk look, like right above the parietal ridge. Now, I don't want to stay under it anymore because I'm trying to give it a certain look, a certain feel. So I have to come up a little higher, right? So that's what we did right here. So take your 2 guard open and you just go up against the grain like this, right? So you do this on one side, turn them around, do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm gonna just stay on one side so y'all can get the feel. This is back down to the one guard. Remember, we're not using the 1.5 and we're not using the half guard, right? In order to cut hair faster, if you want to cut hair faster, you can, if you can skip a guard or two, then you good. You know what I mean? So you can get done with the haircuts faster, and you learn how to manipulate the angles. Use the corner of your blade, and you'll get through haircuts a lot faster. So right here, I'm using the one. I'm mainly using the corner of the blade because I'm really just working this bottom line. You see where I'm at? I'm really just working the bottom guideline. I really just want to clean that up as much as possible. Now I start with my lever open. The good thing about these instinct clippers, they have the click. So you can click down one, come down, click down two, come down, click down three, come down all the way to four when it's closed. And then once you get to four, you know that, okay, I'm done with this guard, right? I can go on to my next guard or whatever it is. So these clippers can help you out if you're a new beginner. Obviously, I don't need it, but I'm okay with it being on mine. They also give you the option not to have the click. So it's good to have that option. So now I don't have a guard on. My lever is open. I want to clean this bottom line. Now I want to make everything clean, right? And I'm still using the corner of my blade. And again, once I'm done at one stage with the lever open, I gradually start to close. Take one click, take it down until I clean it up. Now you can already see the transition happening. You can see everything coming together already. So all I'm doing is detail work at this point. So remember to do the detail. Now, after you finish doing that detail work, if you want to make it a little bit more defined, detail, a little bit more clean, you can take your trimmers. Take my trimmers, I pick spots, and I just want to clean it up. I want to make sure everything is as good as it can be, right? In my eyes or whatever, your eyes, whatever. This is part of making a haircut look professional, clean, sharp, all of those things. So this is what you're trying to achieve by detailing. Now, once you're done with that, you can take this one guard again. We want to start from the bottom of the ear up. He want his beard to blend in. He wants it faded and thicker at the bottom. He wants it faded on the side, thicker at the bottom. So that's what we do. We faded the sides more and made it thicker at the bottom to get his beard to look the way how he wanted it to look. And once you use the one guard, after you use the one guard, you come back with no guard. Remember this, if you don't remember anything else, make sure that you start with your lever open at all times, because just in case you make a mistake, you can correct it. If you start with it closed, it's probably too low, you can't do nothing with it. So always start with the guard open, lever open. That way you can see how the hair will react to that level. Now, we turn them around, we do the exact same thing. So I'm just showing y'all, see, I already did the fading, the blending, everything is already done. We just turn them around and do the same thing. I just wanted y'all to see that this is, I work both sides, and I'm only like, really this haircut would only take me 30 minutes. So with the beard, with the enhancements, with the lineup, all that 30 minutes, because I work both sides and I know I'm working in a system. I'm working with the foundation. So once I know my points of references, like I know to go under the ear, start under the ear, I know to put the curve, the guideline right above his ear, my first guideline and stuff like that, then I know I'm already set. So all I have to do is go through and work diligently. And right here now, I'm just trimming some of the wild hairs that's on top of his hair just to save me some time. Plus, I'm kind of prepping the lineup. So kind of when I get close to the front, I'm just making sure it's not too much overhang. Now, what I like to do, some people like to start in the middle and do their lineup. I like to start from my vertical bar. So what I do is I get my vertical bar set first. You see that? Boom, boom, boom. You see how good these my flex trimmers working. We get get the vertical bar, and then we can work on the other side of the vertical bar, and then we can bring the line across much easier. I find this to be easier. It's multiple ways to do lineups. You seen me start lineups in the middle, from the side, from the corner, from the back, everywhere. Like, I know how to start a lineup from any point, but this is will be the most easiest thing for you to achieve if you're a beginner. So also I can come on this side, do his lineup. You see we faded this right before we started. We faded the sideburns and stuff like that to give it a heavier look towards the bottom. Now right here, you don't have to do a lot to achieve a sharp line. You want to make sure your trimmers are hidden, but you can come back and really put some detail work on it, but you don't want to use that much pressure. You want to pull away inside towards the nose. Don't push back because it's easy to push somebody back. So just take your time, do this, create your C cup, and then go to the other side, do the same thing. And like I said, on this side, we do the exact same thing, right? So I just want to get my vertical bars together, get my C cup together, try to match everything up as much as possible, do the beard, and then get ready to do the front of the lineup. And also, I want y'all to see the back. Okay, the back should be round. It should be kind of heavy towards the bottom because we still trying to create that look, right? So that's what we're doing. So just make it round in the back. Some people get a V, some people get it round, but I chose to do it round. Okay, so now that we got the vertical bar set, right? If you see something a little off, that's cool. But the vertical bar, you see, I can see that vertical bar over there. I can see the one to the left, and now all I gotta do is kind of keep it that height, right? That's just the easiest way to do a lineup, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like I said, once I got my vertical bars, I can see over there to the right how high I need to come up to make that vertical bar match, and over here on the left to do the exact same thing. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, it's going to come out perfect all the time. But what I'm trying to tell you is it helps you to get there faster, right? Because it's just, you just make your field goal bars and then you go straight across. It's you know what I'm saying? It's that easy, that simple way to look at it. Now, once you work both sides, this is kind of what I have right here, right? And it's straight for the most part. I still want to do a little touch-up work on it. But after that, he wants enhancements. So we decided we're going to put hair fiber on it to make it that much crispy. It's already crispy enough, right? But we can make it crispier. We can get that hairline a little bit more crispier. So now what you want to do is, I already created the line. I want to blow the hair fiber off of the card onto the hair, right? And it's all about pressure at this point. I put a little bit because he don't need a lot. Look at the curve. It matches the curve on the card. Boom. He don't need a lot again, right? And from there, we can just fill in a little spot. From here, we can go take our trimmers after we hit them with the hair fiber and come in and really do damage. We really gonna make that thing pop and stick out like how it's supposed to be. So check it out. I didn't even put none on the front line, but I'll come back and do it. But check this out. Look how crispy. Look how much crispier that is. Right? Look how this $30 could go to $45, $50 just like that. Right? It's just like that. And I'm not saying I charge $30. I'm just saying if you charging 30 and you do this and you make it extra crispy, this is at least 40 bucks for you. At least $45 for you. Right? So learning how to master this technique of the hairline will get you an extra $10 to $15 to $20 depending on what you're doing, how you're doing it. Right? But pretty much that's the haircut. This is the look that I was going for. He wanted. I gave him a crispy lineup. I gave him the burst Mohawk, and I showed y'all how to skip blades. Look at that. That fade is nice, right? What we working with right here? What he working with? Look at him. Check him out. Y'all already know how I do. Stop playing. Yo, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. Don't forget, uh, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.